Good.
So what do you make of Mitch's changeup today?
It was good. I mean, he was efficient. He threw 14, 15 pitches, got two ground balls, but overall, I thought he threw the ball well.
Nice to see the velo up compared, because I remember last year around this time it was a little down.
Yeah, I mean, first couple pitches were 94, 95,
Yeah.
but looked like the ball came out of his hand well. His delivery was really clean, but yeah, overall, really good first outing.
How much can you see a difference? It was a year ago today that Mitch signed his contract. How much can you see a difference in this guy that he's kind of relaxed and accepted his role in this team and not had to worry about stuff like that?
Yeah, you do. I mean, I think as you get more comfortable in your skin, the maturation. But I mean, we've seen a guy that's a bona fide leader on our team now, a guy that knows what it takes. And again, we've talked about it before. I mean, this is a guy that grinded to be a really good big league starter in terms of being sent down, being put in bullpen, all those things, and he's come out of it better. And I think we're seeing a really mature, good, young major league pitcher.
A lot of usage out of the ABS challenge system today. Just want to get your thoughts on that.
Yeah, I mean, number one, it's interesting not having seen it at all. Number two, I think, in defensive umpires, I think it's a little challenging that they don't do a game for 4 months and then all of a sudden, boom, they're rolling into it. So I think you have to really give them some grace in terms of, it's spring training for all of us. But to see it used, I mean, it's very interesting. I do think today it was used pretty liberally. I think if you're using it in a regular season game, there's going to be a lot more strategy. Well, I know there's going to be a lot more strategy, at least on our end, and talking about it. But it's very interesting to see, how it's going to progress.
What do you think of the sneak peek of what we might see from Konnor Griffin one day down the line?
That's an athletic human being right there. I mean, it's really cool to see a guy get his first major league hit and his first major league spring training hit. I mean, I look up on the board and I see 2006, and I'm like, jeez, wow, it makes me feel old. But to get the first hit and then go first to third like he did, to see him even call off Gorski on the ball, and yeah, I mean, I think it's one of the. We saw a culmination of reasons of why we took him where we took him, and it's fun to see that happen. It's fun to see Tremar get his first hit in the spring. Little things like that are what make the back end of spring training games really fun to watch.
You see Griffin as a guy who can play shortstop and center field, and what's that like to see him adapt so easily?
You don't see that very often, and I think it speaks to his athleticism. I mean, that's a true athlete and an athlete at that size, and where he ends up. Ultimately, I think that will be decided probably years down the road, maybe 2 or 3 years down the road. And maybe he plays both. I mean, who knows? But that's a really good-looking young athlete.
Carmen giving him a chance to start. What went into that?
Yeah, we had a conversation late in the year last year when we did his exit meeting, and he kind of expressed interest in wanting to be a starter, and we said, okay, then you dominate your offseason, which we think he's done. And then give him the ability to lengthen out. Now, ultimately, where that goes, I think it's too early to decide. We'll have to decide what's best for our club. But the fact that he wanted to do it, he had done it in the minor leagues, and the fact that it was a challenge for him in the offseason, and I think he took that first challenge.
What about Caleb in that manner as well?
Yeah, I mean, it's something. When we signed him, we told him that we would give the opportunity to lengthen out. One of the things that he's shown in the past is to pitch multiple innings, and you can never have enough depth in that situation. So for a spring training look, yeah, it's good to be able to stretch guys out.
Shelton, you mentioned being really excited about where Brian Hayes is at right now. How nice is it to see a guy come back and just seem lighter, smilier, happier, and healthy?
Yeah, I think he's in a good spot, and I mean, anybody that's had any back issues will know how much that'll wear you down. So that smile on his face, the way he's moving, that's an encouraging sign for us. We're a better team with Brian on the field, and I think last year he played in 94 or 96 games, whatever it is. To see him back healthy, he's made an adjustment to his swing, which I think we really like, and we just need to make sure that we monitor the back.
You guys good?